Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're doing something a little bit different. This is a bit of one for me. It may not be tremendously interesting to yourselves, but it is a very, very cool idea from a very, very, very cool artist. So I am a big fan of Junji Ito. Junji Ito is a Japanese horror mangaka. He has done some stuff. Most popular of which probably is Uzumaki, which is about spirals. It's all about people with spirals, and it's kind of like a bunch of short stories tied into a greater narrative. Anime came out for it last year, which had a great first episode, but then kind of fell off. There's also the anime, the Junji Ito collection, which was bad. He's got like lots of famous stories like the Kamigara Fault, and I have a bunch of books of his from over the years, mostly just collections of short stories, and there is a game that just came out. Also, I've got the one about just his two cats. This is not a horror one, although it is kind of drawn in a very, very creepy way. But yeah, just a little cat licking his little cat butthole there. Yeah, no problem. Anyway, I just want to show that so that you understand that I, for the most part, know ball. That's all. I'm just showing that I know ball. But this game came out a couple days ago. It's not like an official, I mean, it is an official Junji Ito game, but it is, you know, probably licensed or stuff like that. It is a first-person survival horror game that I have not read much about, because I want to know how it is, what it do on my own. Supposedly, it is, from what I know, it's like there's a lot of references to short stories from Ito that is kind of like what I'm interested in seeing. I do believe Tomie is in it. The only other one that I know from watching the trailer is, I can't remember the story name. It's the giant balloons that are people's heads that come chase them to take them away. That's the only other one that I know about. Beyond that, though, there's going to be more. We may have some stuff from Gaol, which is like sharks with giant kind of like appendage legs and stuff like that. There's probably going to be Uzumaki references. Depends what the license is saying, like from the developer. I've been waiting for like an actual Junji Ito game for a long time. The last time I was like, oh, he's involved in a project or whatever, was Silent Hills, from what I can tell, back in the day, which was also the game that had Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. I cannot remember his name. He's in Death Stranding. Hideo Kojima loves him. And it was also, I think Guillermo del Toro was involved in it, and then it got cancelled. It got axed. It was like Silent Hill PT on the PlayStation 3. Seated crouch, use cover to block lines of sight and avoid detection. That was like the last time I was like, okay, he's actually involved in something. Even though it can't connect to the outside world, the phone still has the old text messages saved. From Tomie. Yota, I absolutely love the proposal. Can't wait to go to the mansion and film all that crazy paranormal activity. Okay, let's meet in the diplomat's house. Be there or be square. There is another game, though, to be fair. Who am I? Called World of Horror, which was a fantastic game. It's an indie game, and it's all very, very inspired by Ito's work. As well as that, like, I released at Halloween a couple years ago two t-shirts that were, because I think it was a Norwegian artist called Gaol. It's either Norwegian or Finnish, I can't remember. I think it's maybe Finnish, actually. She has fantastic style that was very similar, and it threw back to Ito, and we did two t-shirts. So I'm a big Ito boy, put it that way. I also tried to license Ito as well for like some merch and stuff like that, but didn't quite get that far. Anyway, sorry. Just showing that, just explaining ball. I honestly, it's been a long time since I've read any of Ito's work, so there may be references that I even missed, so please let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're interested in finding new indie games as well, I'll say at the beginning, before we get into it, and I'm done talking, except for the things that are on the screen, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and let's go. So, Mansion Exploration Proposal. This project aims to compile and compare cases of paranormal phenomena in various locations. From this, we can infer the unique characteristics of each space and the types of curses affecting them. The function of this is to classify the different types of paranormal activity, determine how they reveal themselves, and better understand their response mechanisms. This will provide essential reference material for the early stages of the investigation. Background, I recently saw a photo on the message board of an old Western-style mansion in the mountains. The image quality wasn't great, but there was definitely a figure by the window that seemed off. A user named Tommy said he'd seen other threads like this one, so we decided to first look for places with similar structures or conditions for comparison to prepare for our exploration of the mansion. Writer Takahashi Yota, assistant editor Tommy.
怪奇現象トミートミー
どうせつ
Is that Tomie?
なんだ止まれ止まれ
I hate Tomie, but I would do absolutely anything for her.
思い出したトミと洋館に来て怪奇現象を調べるつもりだったんだトミはどこだどうして僕だけここにトミが僕を閉じ込めたのかもしかしたら僕みたいにどこかに閉じ込められてるのかもまずはトミを見つけようにゃ
Okay, source of the sound. Just checking if there's anything else we can interact with here. So we do have a bit of a map. We're in the attic right now, and we're going to have to go down into the main house. I know, I'm sorry, I'm just going to have a look around and see if there's anything that we can interact with. Oh, our stamina goes down really, really quickly, dude. Let's have a look. Dude, it's like, what's that game that everybody used to love back in the day? Oh, we can hide already? Hide in a closet? No! Hold on. It's not. That is a messed up looking cat though. I'm glad like the cats can't hear this. They would not like this one bit. That's a weird looking cat though. Oh, we get the bear trap, okay. This distinctively designed trap hasn't been used in a long time, but it still packs a powerful punch. It appears to be one of the homeowner's collectibles. Oh, we're gonna have to crawl. I'm hoping that this is I'm gonna pump the volume up just a little bit, but I do have a feeling that it's gonna scare the bollocks out of me. So, oh Jesus! Try to think if that's I don't know if it is actually. If that's a reference to Uzumaki, because there is a girl whose like hair goes absolutely crazy and she can like picks people up with it and can control it and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, is it? I now feel like I'm gonna be like, is that? I mean, all of it is a reference, right? But I'm gonna be like, is that a reference? Even the cat, I'm like, is that a reference? Oh, save. I just need to see a hole shaped like a human and be like, this hole was made for me. Okay. A lot of situations where I can hide in a closet. Temple in Nagano City, compiled by me. For Tommy's reference, we'll upload it to the group once we have enough material. Reason for selection. Inside the temple, there's an extremely dark passage. Rumor has it that people are called into the passageway and go missing, similar to the legend of Hoichi the Earless. The concept of voice-induced misfortune has a high degree of overlap with the paranormal phenomena reported inside the mansion. Anomalies. The pitch-black environment causes people to lose their sense of direction, heightens their ability to hear footsteps and voices that shouldn't be there. Hypothesis. This is a ritualistic sensory deprivation space that disturbs the mind and opens it up for spirits to enter. Recommendation. Compare this site with closed spaces and ritual symbols found inside the mansion. Although we don't have concrete data on the mansion yet, I think we should start archiving cases like this. Once more people start uploading photos, or we actually locate the site, we'll be able to cross-check for any commonalities. There's actually a peak function, man. Ooh. It'll open from the other side. That's fine. I'm hearing scratching, but I'm also like, is that the squirrel that's in my attic right now that I need to get rid of?
Tommy, お前なのか?
We're doing a little bit of peeking, man. A little bit of peeking. Something's gonna scare us.
Tommy, お前なのか? お前も脱出したのか? まさか、Tommyじゃない。
Yeah, let me approach the naked man covered in blood.
僕は探検しに来ただけで悪気はないんです。友達を探してるだけなんです。すぐ出て行きますから。頭。あ、落ちた。頭も。
あ。
こっちに来るな。どうして彫刻が動くんだ。隠れなきゃ。どこかに隠れるんだ。お前の頭をよこせ。頭。僕の頭が欲しい。
Oh, he actually knew, man. I was like, I should go back to the old one, but I wasn't sure how smart the AI was. That was a test. Just a little test. I gotta be honest, I'm sprinting. This is the slowest I've ever seen a human being move, I think, in my entire life. Come on, Yota, get moving, get stepping. What's going on here then? Where's he gonna go exactly? Leave the room. Yeah, go through there, After acquiring a trap. And he's just humming, man. He don't care. Oh my god, he's sprinting. Run! Unadulterated hater of that situation, by the way. I didn't think I was being too loud, man. He gets no move on, man. He's not fast. Little twerp. Dear God. Is it worse that he's like humming and chilling the entire way? Like he's very nonchalant about the whole situation, man. You know what? Put it there. And then I can walk around. Let's not use up too much stamina though. Yeah? There we go. Small rusted key with slightly weathered surface. And we can... Oh, he wants the statue all along. Yeah. Okay, well, our trap's gone now. This game, by the way, I want to mention, it's like less than 10 quid, which is pretty cheap for a licensed game, I feel. I see it had some involvement in it, but I kind of like doubt it, I think, but I don't know. This one's for the real Ito heads out there. My G's. Oh, hold on. Environmental traps are limited and cannot be restored. They can be used once. Use vases to smash enemies. Carefully observe the chandelier wiring. Use the levers to drop chandeliers in your enemies. Push over a set of armor and crush your enemies. Okay. Just have a look at some of the paintings, see if they're saying anything. It's got a bit of a chandelier situation down here as well. Actually, I'll open for you. Okay, so we've only got one way that we can go. Okay, that's fine. We have to. The thing with this is a little bit different. It's like a survival horror game where we're playing it as a useless character, but we do have some means of fighting back. Where is the chandelier button? If there is one. I just want to be aware of if there is one that exists. Ah! I'm fine. Why do I get a feeling that something's going to come in this room because there's a table that I can run around? I mean, it's a good room for some Scooby-Doo shenanigans, I suppose. Item required to unlock. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. Like maybe a key potentially, or oh, there's a bear trap around there. Excellent work. Great work, 47. Okay, let's not use our stamina. Because if something appears at this door, we need to be able to run. Thing is, Reference 6, Tunnel Disappearance, compiled by me. Notes, this is a local rumour. One blog post related to the subject has been deleted. The compulsive urge to return to the site of the disappearance is extremely strong. This tragedy seems to particularly affect a special family lineage. Multiple... Do you know what? These will all be referencing stories, but my ass is like unsure which one it is. There is a lot of stories, and I've read a lot of them, but it's difficult to be like, have I read them all? Multiple disappearances, even those who managed to leave the tunnel feel compelled to return. This curse in the area it affects seem to be connected to the mental state of the victim. If the mansion exhibits the phenomenon known as infinite return, we should use this as a point of reference. Very interesting. Check for other paranormal events that exhibit the infinite return phenomenon. If, in the mansion, we get the sense that we can't leave or have a strong desire to return, then this tunnel case might be the best template for comparison. This case isn't necessarily about seeing something terrifying, rather it's about how even after escaping, the subject actively desires to return. Toy golf ball. I really am seeing a lot of that's a door that requires something to unlock it. There's no doubt about it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, the chandelier. Okay, right. I see what we're saying now. I'm waiting for enemies to appear. And in order to fight them. A pair of lips. Oh, Jesus. That'll be our buddy. Oh no. I think I know who that may be. Done. There is a cable there. I wonder if there's something we can turn on in this room. There's so many. Oh, wait, okay. Just like that. Insufficient voltage, okay. Any other... Oh, Jesus, okay. Yeah? Adosh! Oh, what do we get? Odd component, nose. Mysterious component with a strange pattern on it. Oh, appears to fit into some kind of special slot. Well, we know where that's going because we've already had a look at that. So, what slot it fits into, though, is a different situation. Stupid ass. You horse's ass. Well, that's one less enemy that I can deal with. We haven't tried to go through these doors yet. What is going on here? See, I feel like I've done stuff like this in like Resident Evil. But like half the time you're like, you just spin it until it works, you know what I mean? I feel like I'd love if I could figure out what it meant, like what kind of shape I was looking for. Through the eye of shadow and light, we call on truth to judge what's right. Only those with a sincere heart may awaken the slumbering gate. Cannot put your hand inside, something seems to be blocking the entrance. Any clues happening here? Any clues? There is a lamb getting maybe led to slaughter, man. This is the problem with people, man. They do a whole lot of leading me into temptation as opposed to delivering me from evil. You know what? I probably could have looked at this, which definitely is the shape with which I'm looking for here. So circle, square, triangle at the bottom. So trying to find that kind of pattern could be valuable. See, I'm seeing triangle there. Like you can see a bit of a triangle as appears. So what if we move it kind of in this way? Yeah, we're nearly there. That's close. That's close. That's it. Got it. Something opened. Was it this? Maybe like another odd piece? Normal. I feel like I'm supposed to be going up to see who I presume is Tomie. But my ass has been like exploring on the first floor. Well, on the ground floor. Sorry. Is that the cat again? Let me in. You can fast forward it. What happens if you do it 3 times? What happens if you do it 4 times? What happens if you do it 5 times? Okay, you know what? I'll leave the cat alone. That's fair enough. You know what? Respect. A strange coin. Another trap. Okay, still not run into any statues yet. Which is good news, I suppose. But I also do appreciate that, you know what? You can reclaim the traps even if... I'm gonna put one here. If I don't use it, I don't use it, right? That's the least of our problems, right? But if I go into one of these rooms and something is there, I can bait them in. Or at least I can run backwards and bait them in. Okay, well that's not very valuable. So you know what? I'm gonna pick it back up. You know what? Put it right here. Ross, remember where it is, man. Remember that it's there. Don't go panicking. Son of a gun. Don't go panicking. Doing anything stupid. Oh, this is a door that you can open. Do you know what? I feel like the fact that they've given me weapons to prepare for these is actually worse than if they just sent them at me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, that means that they can get in this room, you know? There's traps here. That means that I'm not safe here. There's a way of attacking me in this room. Where can I go? And I hate that. I very much don't like that. I guess I should just pick it up, man. Like, why not? Ooh. I think that's from Gaol. Don't tell me these little things attack me. That thing is gonna face hug me, man. I hate that little thing. You little fucker. Pissing me off, man. I'm not good at horror games. I just want you to know that. I feel like it's like worth mentioning 27 minutes in that like you cannot rely on me. If we were in a Scream or a Friday the 13th or a Halloween Terrifier, Chucky, Leprechaun situation, I would be evacuating the premises immediately. I would not look back even once. I would not. If you're my best friend in a horror genre situation, once you have left my field of view, I'm going to activate the trauma response object permanence part of my brain. Because I'm not looking at you, you may as well never have existed. I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Just going to set one up here, just in case something comes in the room, because this seems like a bit of a wide room for me. No books to put back. Encyclopedia Nipponica, or Encyclopedia Contemporary Terms, 1970. Romantic literature, a portrait of Shunkin, the Lover's Forest, Angel's Egg, Pride and Prejudice. We don't have any books. Unless there is a book to put back here, which it would appear. There is. Thornless Hell. City seems to be filled with nothing but cruel, callous malice. A series of murders has filled the streets. Each victim's face is twisted in fear. Their cause of death is beyond grotesque. The killer remains a ghost, for they've never been seen. To uncover the sick truth, he'll have to enter the darkest of hells. Appreciate that, buddy. Reference 8, the library fire, compiled by me, anomaly related to books/records, requires further investigation. Reason for selection, I just found it interesting. Told me, helped me think of a reason. The owner claimed that his book collection had disappeared, only to turn into monsters that wanted to kill him. Later, the house was destroyed in a fire, and the books were burned. Hypothesis, books must be returned to prevent them from turning into monsters. Possible presence of books or other objects in a mansion that may transform or come to life. I found this case while investigating older disasters that occurred in mansions. Though the location of the site is unclear, 3 things stood out. The building had an abnormal number of books, the owner potentially had a mental illness, and the structure ultimately burned down. The owner of the house made records of certain things, including noting that some books would disappear on their own, while others turned into monsters that wished to kill him. I suspect that the missing books simply drove the owner mad. Okay, so we do have a book that we can put back. We need to make sure that we put it back in the right slot, though. So world poetry. So that detective book is not a poem. So presumably we have to be putting it in the correct section. So for instance here, these are reference books. I would not find these to be of any value to us. Romantic literature, this is definitely not. So we need to find the right section. Where that section is, though, we shall see. Hold on. No, not this poetry. Poetry. Detective stories, that'll do. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, Murder on the Orient Express. Oh, we got another book down there. Chinese Dictionary, that'll be a reference book. So, let's go ahead and put our detective story into that. That'll work. Next up, we've got our world poetry. We're not going to need that. Oh my god, don't stand on that. The Garden of Words. That is an ancient poetry book, so we're going to want to put that here. Our reference book, finally. Put that there, and then we're looking for one more book, which I think is right there, and that is going to be a romantic. Renee in Spring. And that's going to be here. Romantic literature. Cool. And it has opened the hatch. Oh, brother. No, you can't do that. You can't be like, no, you need another item. That's more than unfair. Jesus Christ. I came from this stairwell, right? Just double checking. Yeah, and then I took a route down there. I went in that room. No, wait, did we come from... We came from here, right? No, did we? Hold on, I've got exactly the piece of gear for this. No, we did not come from there. This... Oh, no, Tomie helped us from up here. Or, I don't know, Tomie. Not necessarily Tomie. That would be making an assumption. Seems like it'll open from the other side. We got some Dark Souls mechanics going on here. I wish to explore more. Just while there's not as much stress happening. To be honest, the game isn't actually stressing me out. I'm stressing myself out. This is the difference, right? Nothing is happening. There's no enemies that are attacking. Have I been here? I don't believe that I have. It's just a room with a hidey hole, I suppose. Yeah, no, I have been here. I have 100% been here. I remember the TV. Yeah, no problem. Anyway, I'm stressing myself out for absolutely no reason as well, can I add? Like, literally zero reason for me to be like this stressed out. Nothing is attacking me. Nothing's coming towards me. This is literally where I started, bro. This is where I started. But you know what? First of all, hunting trap. Second of all, shortcut unlocked. Okay. Oh, do you know what? I bet as well. I bet if we go to the map, we'll have scribbled it down a little bit. So if we want to return to the attic, it will be like, well, here's some rooms that you checked out. Here's some things that you already know about this place. Okay. That is Tomie. That's 100% Tomie.
僕の名前を知ってるの？君がトミーなのか？
私はトミエよ。まさか 私のこと忘れちゃった？
富江さん。
あなたが彫像が怖いから私におとなしくここで待っててほしいって言ったんじゃない。あなた嘘つきね。
ごめん、頭をぶつけたせいでいろんなことを忘れたみたいなんだ。だから富江さんのことも待たせちゃって。
忘れた？やっぱり頼りにならないわね。
ああ、でも彫像から逃げてる時に身を守る方法を思い出したんだ。これから君を守るよ。
そうね。今私を守れるのは陽太さんだけ。
僕だけ。
じゃあ彫像を全部片付けて私をここから連れ出してよ。
でも玄関のドアに鍵がかかってるんだ。何か開けるものを見つけないと。
だから何？私に探しに行けって。
僕に任せて。富江さんを守るよ。
そういえば2階に召使いの部屋があったわ。何か役立つものがあるかも。
うん、わかった。
早く戻ってきてちょうだい。だってここには私たち2人しかいないんだから。
うん、富江さんを守ってみせるよ。
じゃあ楽しみに待ってるわ。
So, if you want a little bit of a general backstory on this character within the Junji Ito, like, lore, like, universe, I suppose, you can correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I read any Tomie story. The idea of Tomie is that she's, like, not a normal teenage girl, but, she's just a bit manipulative and likes to get people to do stuff for her and stuff like that. People end up being very, very obsessed with her, which usually ends up with her being killed by the person that they're obsessed with, or they, like, transform into something grotesque, or, like, it brings out, like, inner demons of people, and stuff happens to her. But then she also, like, she also comes back and she isn't quite dead, and she's also kind of, like, an anomalous being as well. It's like it's a bit like weird, but it makes a lot of, like, as a character, if you're like, why is she being like this with a random person? Why is she? I thought we were friends. You're supposed to be friends with this character. She's like talking to you, and it's because she is like manipulative, but also your character like is under her spell and will do anything for her, presumably because he's in the process of like becoming obsessed with her, I guess. I don't know. I'm wondering if at some point we end up killing her as well, but I don't know. You won't be attacked by monsters or anomalies inside the safe room, and a map of the mansion is available for reference. When you enter the safe room, the game will autosave. Sweet.
富江さん、僕たち洋館の探検に来たんだよな。どうして僕は屋根裏部屋に閉じ込められてたんだ？それからあの彫像、どうして動くんだ？富江さんはなんで？
無駄話ばかりしてそんなに彫像たちを呼び込みたいわけ？
あいつらドアを開けることもできるのか？
役立たずね。
That's all she's got to say. Call me pathetic, man. That's it. Alright, well, at least we have a safe room here.
また彫像に遭遇したらどうする？
Butler's notes. Every night after finishing my rounds, I push open the door behind the mirror, and she always enters from the servants' quarter, never a moment late. We brush past each other in the narrow passage without saying so much as a word. Though only darkness surrounds us, it is the brightest moment of my day. Miko is, as always, so beautiful that it's almost too much to bear.
あいつら一体何なんだ？でもドアを開けるものを見つけないとここからは出られない。
Wait, is this another?
富江さんは僕だけが頼り
Let's check this. Let's check this room first, just to be sure. So we can check the. Okay, we can check the stuff here. So the study. It's saying that we've done the puzzle there, but we also haven't picked. We haven't gotten like a thing to, or no. Study is a safe room. Sorry. So I guess wait. It's the master bedroom. Okay, central corridor. So no, yeah, that is correct. So that's the study. There's something in there that we haven't gotten. We've been in there. Current position. First floor. Done. Okay, excellent. Okay, you know what? Yeah, it's okay. I haven't lost my bearings, so we'll be alright. Requires a mini DV tape to play. What are they filming in here? What are they filming in here, man? So this door. The presumption there's a cat in there. I'm really sorry to do this, but so those doors are just to indicate a safe room.
召使いの部屋は確かこの辺だよな。どうして僕はこんなこと知ってるんだ？
Have I been here before?
記憶喪失になる前にここに来たことがあるのか？
Guess the presumption is if I flick that. No, because that's not that. No, it's not. It's going somewhere else. Okay. So I was just double checking. We haven't got any power in the mansion, so we can't flip any like that. Okay, we'll take that though. That's wonderful. Be careful of the bear trap that I forgot where I put. Oh, it's back the way. Okay. I honestly need this game to throw an enemy at me because I'm going fucking crazy here. I did ask for it. I did ask for it. I mean, I asked for it, so that's fine. I figured as much. Didn't think it would come up the stairs, though. That was a little bit surprising. Put another one down. I think there's one in this room. Ah! Didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that it kind of fell through the... I ain't pulling any funny business, man. Something comes in that room behind me. Oh my god, it's animated like a Junji show, man. No.
僕はトミと一緒にいる。オーバー。よかった。そっちの状況はどう？最悪だ。ここには彫像がたくさんいて、玄関のドアもロックされてるせいで出られない。オーバー。玄関？他にも出入り口があるのね。見つけて合流。もしもし。もしもし。
こんなことにいつまで時間をかける気？
トミエさん、さっき無線機で話した人がトミエさんのことを知ってた。もしかしたら合流できるかも。
でその人はどこ？
わからない。
最初からあなたには期待してなかったわ。でも少しは役に立ちそうね。少なくとも私のものを見つけてくれたし。
髪飾り？ドアを開けるものを探してたんじゃ。
私はビデオテープで見た部屋の場所を教えただけ。
そのせいで僕はあと少しのところで彫像に。ビデオテープ？
知りたいのなら自分で主診室に確認しに行けばいいんじゃない？ ずっとビデオテープだの無線機だの言ってたところで出口が勝手に出てくるわけじゃないでしょ。私を守るって言ったくせに。
富江さんの言う通りだ。僕は役立たず。こんなんでどうやって富江さんを守るって言うんだ。
She's not right.
何としても脱出する方法を見つけて彼女を連れてここを出るんだ。
He's fallen for that witch's spell. I'm surprised Tommy didn't stand on the bear trap that I set up at the start of the room. Very curious. Okay. Spectacular mansion explorations. Righty ho, let's get cracking.
無線機の相手がどこにいるかはわからない。それとも富江さんの言うビデオテープの映像を見るか。他の出口が映って
I'm just double checking, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gotta make sure.
それとも玄関のドアを開ける道具を探すか。ダメだ、もうグズグズしてられない。どんな方法でもいい。
This guy's freaking me out,
出
man.
口を見つけて
He's panicking.
富江さんをここから出してあげよう。
Right, here we are. TV tape.
僕がこれを取ったのか。でもいつだろう。誰が僕のことを取ったんだ。富江さんか。怪しい仕掛けの扉がある。何か秘密が隠される。はい、舌を噛んじゃった。でも富江さんはあんなに美人なのにどうして映ってないんだろう。あの子は本当に富なのか。もし富じゃないならあの子は一体誰だ。この洋館の
You really gotta stop thinking out loud, Chief, man. I gotta be honest with you. I don't do it!
脱出の方法を探してるのかと思ったら陰で私の悪口。
違う、悪口を言ってたわけじゃないんだ。そうだ、僕たちが撮った映像に他の出口が映ってたんだ。
よかったわ。どこなの。
どこって、この映像は僕たちが一緒に撮ったんじゃ。
何よ、私のことすっかり忘れてたくせによくそんなこと言えたわね。
いや、
手がかりがあるならさっさとその場所へ行くわよ。もう待ちきれないわ。早くここから一緒に出ましょう。
うん。
You gotta stop thinking out loud, Chief. This is not good for your health.
あのビデオテープ、本当に僕が撮っ。
Hold on. Page from Proposal 5. Oh, human head balloons. Oh, God. Yeah, that's... Yep. An extremely rare paranormal phenomenon that is not bound to a particular space, featuring voice mimicry and execution-style murders. This is a really, really, really famous story from Junji Ito. And I'll tell you the story as a synopsis. A human head balloon identical to the victim appears in the sky. If the balloon's rope loops around the victim's neck, they are doomed to die. Destroying the balloon apparently also results in the person's death. The human head balloon moves freely and appears in open areas. Avoid it at all costs, but do not destroy the balloon. I found this case digging through an old message board. Someone said it was even reported in the news back then. But now the original links are completely gone. All that's left are a few low-resolution screenshots showing a huge face-shaped object in the sky. Makes me wonder if a curse isn't limited to a specific area. Could this thing potentially appear at the mansion? The answer is, from what I can tell, a resounding yes.
あの映像、あの音、本当に僕が撮ったのか。もしビデオテープに映ってた場所に僕が行ったことあるなら、僕が自分で鍵をかけたっていうのか。どうしてそんなことを。
Trap limit reached.
何かから逃げてる。
Anything up here?
それとも。
Ooh. Get back to the cat.
封じ込めようとしていた。僕は何を恐れているんだ。生物質の人体模型の怪奇現象と同じだ。彫像が一人でに動く。でも人体模型と違って彫像は人を襲う。
まだ話を続ける気？
Yeah.
そんなこと
You make a good point, Chief. I'll see you on the other side.
これって怪奇現象だろ。僕たち
She actually said,
来たんじゃ。
who asked, man?
僕が渡した企画書覚えてないのか。
She hit me with a goddamn who asked.
いや、ただ何か手がかりになるかと思って。
あらそう。じゃあ彫像に聞いてみたら？親切に教えてくれるんじゃないかしら。
僕はただ。まあいいや。僕はドアを開ける道具を探しに行くよ。
Okay, so just readjusting my bearings here.
どうして？
So I've been in that room, been down there. I know that goes to the safe room. Probably do want to go back downstairs. We should be chill for the most part, since I think you can hear the statues from a decent. Never mind. Actually, no. Hold on. Hello. Just come towards me. Gracias, amigo. I probably could have done some situation where I run them around and throw a vase at them and... Like, for instance, right here. That looks so stupid, man. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go in this room because I know that there's a box in here, and I know that if I can maybe give the cat some sardines. Yeah. That's my boy. Now, however, do I still have sardines on me? I don't. So I wonder if the other box, anime DVD. Ah, from the renowned manga master of horror, we bring you a series. Oh shit! No, let me go back in the notes. I right-clicked thinking I could look at it. Hold on. We bring you a series of strange and terrifying tales that will surely send chills down your spine. Now, what can I possibly? Does this place have a DVD player? Like, no disrespect, man, but it doesn't exactly look like the type of place that's got like a Blu-ray or like at least a PS4 or something. Or PS3 had a Blu-ray? I struggle to remember. We have 2 coins. But I'm not certain I know of anything that will allow us to utilize those coins. This is this a chandelier one? I don't think it is. We've got no power in the freaking mansion, man. Sorry. I don't actually care. I just wanted to be dramatic, man. Ah! The master's golf machine is truly a marvel. You must get a hole-in-one to successfully complete a round, but the young master loves to play tricks in it. It's always taking the ball away, causing Miko endless headaches. However, I've always known where the ball is. He always hides it in the billiards room. After all, that's where I usually stay. One time he laughed, saying, "The way you get to see Miss Miko more. That way you get to see Miss Miko more." Such a mischievous young master. Every time she comes in all huffy, as if she never knows what to do with him. Even her anger is so gentle and lovely, of course. I won't tell her this little secret just yet. That way, the next time she comes looking for the ball, I'll just happen to be there. I kind of did it out of order, though, so like I'm already familiar with the situation, I suppose. So yeah, we know we've been in here. That being said, do you think we can use an anime DVD? No, we cannot use an anime DVD. That is fair enough. To be fair, I completely expected, I suppose, but you never know. You never know. Where? Oh wait, hold on. You know what? That's my bad. I always thought that gramophones always have something you can interact with to make them work. Just doubling back on myself just a little notch here. Just seeing if there's anything I missed the first time around. Issue is, it doesn't seem like I missed a tremendous... I mean, I definitely must have missed something, right? There's no doubt about it, but like... You never know unless you check. Trying to think, what other rooms have we not ventured into? Directly ahead, these might be open now. They might be openable. I can hear the statue, but... You know, I don't know if there's any way for me to set this up without like killing myself, so hold on. Set that up. Shit, where do you go? Okay, that isn't who I was looking for, but that is someone. I mean, I'll take it. This is a weird kind of horror game because it's not inherently like... It's not like scary that this guy's here. But, well, I don't know, man. It's a weird one, isn't it? It's a different kind of horror, put it that way. Just seeing if there's anything interactable, you know? So now we're back, kind of where we started. But I need to find, like, something. I'll put it down just in case. Hello there? The thing is, I know these things respawn. Which does decidedly mean that, you know what, I never got a chance to check in here. That I will eventually run out of traps, and as such I will actually have to run. Because the statues will respawn, and like things will be bad, and we'll hate it, but... I don't know, for the time being, we are the one who knocks, so we have to like, we have to appreciate that. Is that not where we came from the oh no, we didn't come from the attic. We crawled through a small, like, a little crawl space, right? Yeah. It feels decidedly like we haven't gotten enough out of this trip as we want to. Or I want to, I should say. We've checked both of these doors. We can't even open that door, so the thing that's inside there isn't relevant to us. This room. Nothing to my knowledge. This room. Can't open. You're toughy, man. You're toughy. Maybe I can put the DVD back. The puzzle's done, but the rewards have not been reaped. It's a big ass library, man. Anything else in this room that I've missed? Got a sewing machine. You know, I guess I could pick up the bear trap now so I don't accidentally snap my leg in half with it. That'd be nice. Ah, I see. Did that work? Oh, it's a piggy bank, bro. Of course it worked. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, it's a new room. Outside the kitchen stairs stands Master Feng's shoe relic. Shui relic, sorry. A bizarre item he brought back from a journey abroad. Strangely enough, it looks exactly like some kind of piggy bank. The master said that before going to the wine cellar, one must put in 3 coins for good luck. I obviously never questioned it, because what the master says is always right. I'll remember the day I met Miko for the rest of my life. I accidentally dropped a copper coin and Miko picked it up. Since then, I have always felt what she truly picked up wasn't that coin, but my heart. I have a strange sneaking suspicion this story is going to take an extremely dark turn. Another proposal, right? Reference to Kyoto Temple's slope path. Features similar beliefs structures such as the entrance to Hades and the pathway to the path to the netherworld, exhibiting the possibility of overlapping paranormal sites. The temple's wellhead is said to lead to the netherworld. Nighttime poets have even recorded journeys between the living and the dead. Hypothesis: a typical faith-based paranormal hotspot. If the mansion has any objects that are ritualistic in nature, they may be used for comparison. Check if there are any underground spaces and ritual symbols inside the mansion. Tomie, please help me check the formatting of the reference data so we can proceed. Also, please send any data related to structures that serve as portals to my inbox. We gotta cover our backs here, you know what I'm saying? It's important. And that's exactly why. Abosh. I really should use more environmental stuff, but I can run later. I don't have to run now. To be fair, we're getting a vaguely plenty. There we go. There's their final coin for that room. Okay, I figured it'd take us out somewhere like that. That's fine. We've now opened that door. It's available for access. Let's scavenge what we can, and then we'll enter the coin into the piggy bank and proceed to the dungeon. What's that little thing, little Gaol thing? Odd component here. Okay, we're not going to put that in just yet. We're obviously looking for like one final piece of the puzzle here. Cool. Another one sorted. That leads to the chandelier. We're not going to drop that. I don't know why any house would have a immediate release latch for a chandelier to fall on people's heads, but still, it exists. Most important thing to me right now, currently, is the fact that we can get into the cellar, I suppose. We completely ran out of this as well. Right, put this in. She's gonna push me down the stairs. 100%. She's pushing me down these stairs. Bro, it's running down the stairs, man. What a gangster. Are these meant to be spider webs? I have no idea. I do not want to touch. That's hair, right? That's not spider web. That's hair. Observe the patterns of the hair. If you touch it, it will strangle you. If the strands of hair scattered on the ground are disturbed, more hair will descend to search for intruders. Quickly pass through it before it drops or you'll be strangled. Watch the hanging hair and crouch low as you move. Ah. Okay, not a lot I can do about that for the time being. So that's our main obstacle. Oh, we need energy. We need power. Wait, you hit the 3 voltage things to get through it. Alright, I need to sprint through this. Attic hair incident. This is a local rumor. On-site investigation is not possible. A rare case where human remains have been cursed. The attic is filled with black hair which wiggles and squirms, even extending strands of hair outside the house. Apparently, neighbours say the owner's daughter was murdered. This is a cursed object, may be actual human remains. If encountered, observe how it expands and be careful not to touch it. Avoid touching anything that looks suspicious. Okay. I can do that. Okay, we're gonna need crouch here. I think this is... Hold on. Can we? Man, all this for a bear trap, man. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I think we're good. Feel like we touched that, but you know what? I'm not gonna question it. Okay, we've already got enough of that. Okay, so we have some power to the main thrusters right now. That's one. There's another one over there. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down, I guess. Let's go. There's numero dos. And I'm gonna need to wait for my stamina to regen here a little bit, I think, but... And then straight ahead, ideally, is where the third one is. Okay. I feel like this is going to activate something. As long as, like, the hair is utterly unfucked by if we're good or bad. Like, if it doesn't care and it will attack anything, my ideal hope is that it will also attack the statues if they end up making their way down here. Or alternatively, the secret third answer, which is another random enemy appears from the Itoverse. Ooh. Okay. Jesus Christ. Hurry up, man. You gonna shoot here? Is that what you're gonna? You gonna shoot here?
警察だ。警察？あ、早く閉めてください。あいつらが出てくる。あいつら？中には誰もいないけど。そんな、さっき確かに。どうして一人なの？他の人は？あら、誰？
私の話？
富江さん？富江さん？
ええ、私は富江よ。
違う。記憶喪失。つまり君たちが入ってきた扉にも鍵がかかってるってこと。にも？ええ。後ろの外につながるドアも開かなかった。
それから洋館の構造がおかしくて、どこに進んでも元の場所に戻されるの。
そんな。じゃあ僕たちは一生出られないっていうのか。
Fuck do you come from, man?
このマーク、黒魔法だ。そうか、これで全てに説明がつく。あの彫像、奇妙な出来事、全部黒魔法のせいなんだ。清水警官、この洋館で起きている怪奇現象は黒魔法が原因なんです。
高橋君、落ち着いて。つまり今まで起きた事件は何かの儀式によって引き起こされたということ？
はい、黒魔法は悪魔を召喚できるんです。悪魔が彫像を操ったり僕たちに呪いをかけたりしてここに閉じ込めようとしているんですよ。
どうしてそんなことを知っているの？記憶喪失になったんでしょ？
僕は企画書も書いたことがあるくらい黒魔法が好きで、だから多分覚えているんです。
黒魔法なんて非現実的。けど誰かがここにわざと罠を仕掛けて私たちを閉じ込めようとしているのは確かね。私は失踪事件を調べに来たの。まだ捜査段階だから多くの詳細は明かせない。だけど情報をまとめると、この事件の黒幕はおそらく連続殺人犯ね。何しろ彫像にくくりつけられていたのは本物の人の頭だから、失踪した人たちはまだどこかに閉じ込められている可能性がある。
本当ですか？
君たちはここで待ってて。状況を確認したら迎えに来るから。
もしあなたが戻ってこなかったり彫像に殺されたりしたら、私たちはどうすればいいの？
清水警官、やっぱり一緒に行動した方がいいんじゃないですか？それに黒魔法を解くには道具が必要だから、一緒に探した方が早いですよ、きっと。
わかった。はぐれないように。
はい。
Interesting. Oh my god, there's one on the other side of this as well. How very interesting. You know, I don't like the cutscenes where it's like a weird, I don't know how to describe it, man. It looks like some weird 3D animation situation. But because like they've obviously displayed like an ability to animate, right? Like the characters walk around and stuff, like it's doable. But anyway, I think that's a good place to leave it all for today. Just a little taste of what's hopefully to come, and I hope that you like this and you maybe want to see more. I've no idea how long the game is, to be honest with you. I'm hoping that I haven't just like stopped it like 10 minutes before we end up ending the game. But I had a great time, and I'd like to maybe play some more of that if you'd be interested in seeing it. I know spooky season is over. We're now in the Christmas period, the holiday period. But listen, I'm a fan of the series, and it's strange that it only released like a couple days ago. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of games, indie games specifically, because this is also an indie game, even though it's by like a legendary mangaka, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like. It's a whole heap of variety over here. And most importantly, have a wonderful day. I'll see you all next time. Take care.